Fola stood before Baba, her face a mixture of desperation and disbelief. "My daughter," Baba said, his voice a gravelly whisper. "You said you want to be the only successful shawarma seller in all of Lagos. This is the price. When you are on your flow, you must not throw away the pad. You must wash all the blood out into a clean bucket. Then you take that water and keep it in the deep freezer. That will be the source of the bond." Fola swallowed, her throat dry. "And the meat, Baba?" "The people are drawn to the flavor, but they are bound by the craving. Go now to the back of the market. You will find small rats there, the fat ones. You must kill them, wash them, and boil them until the bones disappear. The meat will become tender and look just like chicken. When you mix it with the beef, just a tiny bit of the blood water must go into the marinade. And when you make your special sauce, a little more blood water must go into the ketchup bottle, just a little. That is the bond. Go now, and do not fail." Fola didn't faint. She didn't cry, she just nodded, her eyes fixed on the power she now held in her hands. That very next week, Fola opened her stand, and the line has never, ever stopped. The air on Awolowo Way always smelled of traffic, dust, and, if you got close enough, that incredible, smoky scent of grilled meat. But let me tell you about Fola. Fola wasn't just selling shawarma, Fola was selling addiction. Her small, rickety stand, wedged between a mobile repair shop and a dusty magazine vendor, didn't look like much, but the line that snaked out from her corner every single evening was a testament to her magic. Her chicken was tender, her beef was spiced to perfection, and her sauce, oh, her sauce was legendary. It was sweet, tangy, and had a strange, lingering richness that would make you crave it again the very next day. They said Fola's shawarma was a blessing. They said it brought good luck. They said if you ate Fola's shawarma before going to a job interview, you got the job. Before asking a girl out, she said yes. But how did all of this begin? The hut was dark and smelled like tobacco, burnt hair, and something sickeningly sweet. Fola stood before Baba, her face a mixture of desperation and disbelief. "My daughter," Baba said, his voice a gravelly whisper. "You said you want to be the only successful shawarma seller in all of Lagos. This is the price. When you are on your flow, you must not throw away the pad. You must wash all the blood out into a clean bucket. Then you take that water and keep it in the deep freezer. That will be the source of the bond." Fola swallowed, her throat dry. "And the meat, Baba?" "The people are drawn to the flavor, but they are bound by the craving. Go now to the back of the market. You will find small rats there, the fat ones. You must kill them, wash them, and boil them until the bones disappear. The meat will become tender and look just like chicken. When you mix it with the beef, just a tiny bit of the blood water must go into the marinade. And when you make your special sauce, a little more blood water must go into the ketchup bottle, just a little. That is the bond. Go now, and do not fail." Fola didn't faint. She didn't cry, she just nodded, her eyes fixed on the power she now held in her hands. That very next week, Fola opened her stand, and the line has never, ever stopped. Fola started small. She used to work for another vendor, and her shawarma was just normal. But the day she added the special ingredients to her ketchup, everything changed. The first person to taste the new shawarma was a Danfo driver named Emeka. Emeka was a good man, but unlucky. His boss was always breaking down, his engine coughing black smoke, and his money was always short. He bought Fola's shawarma on a Thursday. By Monday, he won a massive haul from Baba Ijibu, a lottery he'd been playing for years. Emeka became a regular. He bought a new, pristine white bus, then another, and then started his own small transport company. His luck was undeniable. Soon, the word spread like wildfire through the market. It's Fola's shawarma, it became the unspoken rule of success. It was almost funny watching people try to get her attention. they'd bypass 5 other shawarma stands with better equipment, better hygiene, and better locations, just to stand in Fola's choking queue for 2 hours. One night, a prominent banker from Lekki, driving his Bentley, abandoned his car illegally just to run and get a taste before Fola closed. Fola was smart. She never hired staff. She did everything herself, her hands covered in the gloves, carefully mixing her legendary sauce. She was working magic, and she wasn't about to share the recipe. But the success had a dark side. The more success her customers had, the more bitter, isolated, and strange they became. Mama Sikira had a heart as big as her laughter. She noticed the pattern, success followed by spiritual emptiness. She also noticed Fola's strange habits. Fola never threw away the container where she kept her ketchup. She always washed it meticulously and locked it up. She never ate the shawarma herself. And most strangely, she always had a huge, industrial freezer in the back room, a massive freezer that was far too large for a simple shawarma vendor. Mama Sikira tried to warn people. Fola's food is not normal, she'd whisper, but everyone just laughed. Mama, leave the girl to succeed, is it your success? One night, the power failed, plunging the street into pitch-black darkness. Fola was frantic. She was shouting at her generator. She needed to quickly pack up the special ingredients and get them back to the freezer. Mama Sikira, using her phone torch, saw Fola rushing, dropping a small, blood-soaked piece of wrapper near the back of the stand. Curiosity overcame fear. Mama Sikira bent down and used her torch. The scent that hit her wasn't spices or smoke, it was the sickening, metallic odor of iron and decay. Later that night, unable to sleep, Mama Sikira crept back. The street was quiet. Fola's stand was locked. But Mama Sikira had seen a spare key Fola kept hidden under a large stone. Her hands trembling, she unlocked the back door. The sight was something straight out of a horror film. The back room was not a proper kitchen. It was dusty and cluttered. And there, sitting in the corner, was the massive industrial freezer. Mama Sikira, terrified, slowly opened the freezer door. There was no meat inside, no frozen vegetables. There were only dozens of small, tightly sealed plastic bags, each filled with a dark, reddish-brown water. And next to the bags, piled high, were several frozen, pinkish carcasses. Mama Sikira reached a trembling hand out and touched one of the carcasses. It was small, cold, and strangely shaped. It wasn't chicken. It wasn't beef. It was the unmistakable, frozen body of a massive, fat gutter rat. She stumbled back, knocking over a shelf. The noise was faint, but Fola, who slept in the room above the stand, was instantly awake. Mama Sikira didn't hesitate. She grabbed the first thing she could, the bag of dark, reddish water, and fled, locking the door behind her and replacing the key. The next morning, Fola was frantic. She realized her blood water supply was gone. She accused everyone. The police were called, but they found nothing. Mama Sikira, meanwhile, went to the most respected elder in her community, showed him the frozen rat carcass, and explained the blood water. The elder, a man who had seen many things, told her, the blood water is the spirit's bond. The rat meat is the craving. She is selling their destiny for a single bite of success. That night, Fola's stand was empty. Her customers, driven by their craving, still arrived, but Fola wasn't there. She had fled. They searched, but Fola was gone. But the story doesn't end there. All the successful customers, Emeka, Sod, the banker, were now cut off from their source. The success they bought began to crumble. Emeka's bosses started breaking down all at once. Soda's cheating was discovered. The banker was exposed for fraud. They were all left successful, but hollow. The shawarma had given them the means, but the evil bond had stripped them of the foundation of true happiness. They learned the hardest lesson of all, That any success that comes from a wicked shortcut is not a blessing, but a debt that life will always collect, one painful installment at a time. This story teaches us that there is nothing sustainable that is by luck. My friends, not all stories end with the repercussions. That is why you need to be careful before buying anything outside. And that, my friends, is the story of the wicked shawarma seller. A story of desperation, strange choices, and consequences that taste sweet before they turn sour. Remember, sometimes the easiest way to get what we want opens a door that is very hard to close. What do you think about this wonderful story? Do you think Mrs. Sikiri would have just minded her business, or carefully exposed her and she pays for her crimes? Let me know about your thoughts in the comments. If you love this real-life story, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Tap that bell so you never miss when another tale drops. Say a short prayer for your destiny in the comment section. Pray for wisdom, pray for discernment, and pray your blessings come without a hidden price tag. Stay safe, be good to one another, and think twice before you crave that shawarma from a cart that seems too good to be true. Bye for now, my friends.